Hey everybody, this is Doug with Artfully Rogue, and in this video, I'm going to show you the most affordable multi-process welder that I have been able to find online. And I'm talking about Yes Welder's MIG 205 DS. I think you're going to like it. Let me preface this by saying I do not consider myself a professional welder. I consider myself a person that welds. That being said, this video is just going to be a very topical information video about the Yes Welder, basically from a layman's terms. I will put some links in the top of this video that will take you to other people who have given reviews that are professional welders, and they will go into much greater detail. Let's talk about how cool this welder really is though. Obviously, you'll get the Yes Welder 205 DS. A MIG torch, a 300 amp ground clamp, a 300 amp electrode holder, a gas line, a 110 220 volt power adapter, a wire brush hammer combo, and the operator manual with Teflon tape and some spare welding tips.
Attach your regulator to the gas bottle. Attach the provided gas hose to the regulator and tighten up. Attach the other end of the provided gas hose to the back of the welding machine. Attach the MIG torch to the machine as well. For MIG welding, attach the positive-negative cord to the positive terminal on the machine. Take your ground cord and attach that to the negative side of your machine. Now, if you do gasless, you'll want to swap those. You can check the operation manual for that. Install a spool of wire of your choice. Install the wire into the guide and then into your gun. Push down on the tension wheel and lock that into place. And then plug in your welder. Either use the 110 volt plug or use the adapter and plug in to 220. Then turn your welder on. Your welder will cycle up. Turn on your gas and make sure that your gauge, it says somewhere between 15 and 25. You may need to dial this in depending on your conditions. Let's talk briefly about your controls. Your large knob sets your amperage. Your voltage will automatically set as you adjust your amperage. It'll flash and then set. Now, if you want to go and get a little bit more involved, the button up in the right-hand corner, if you push it, it will flash, push it again, and you can actually start to set the thickness of your material, your voltage, or your inductance. Another control you have is 2T and 4T. On 2T, you squeeze the trigger on your MIG gun and the action starts. Release the trigger and the action stops. On 4T, pull the trigger, the action starts. You can let it run continuous along a long bead. When you're ready to stop, pull the trigger again and it will stop. The button below the 2 and 4T settings is the type of welding you're going to be doing. You can choose stick, lift TIG, gasless, MIG with CO2, or MIG mix gas. You also want to make sure that you select the right wire. 035, 023, 030. This button here allows you to advance your wire. So when you're loading a spool, you can either use this button or the trigger on your gun. The gas button allows you to test the gas. By pushing this button, you'll hear the gas come through if your gas is on. I did a quick test on some 20 gauge sheet steel, starting at 40 amps, moving all the way up to the highest setting of 205. And you can see the difference as you move up from your amps. You don't really get the necessary penetration at 40. You may start at 50 and get into 75, but the hotter you go, the deeper penetration you get. Now here's the back of those tests, starting at 40 and then working your way all the way up to 205. Now you can definitely see that you've almost burned through on the 20 gauge, but that's not surprising. I really like the versatility of this machine. The I-beam that I'm welding is 1/4 inch thick. The plate that I'm welding to the I-beam is 3/16 thick. So I can set my amperage to handle both the 1/4 inch and 3/16 so that I actually get some nice penetration. In my opinion, the Yes Welder 205DS is the most affordable multi-process welder online. So if you're wanting to get started in welding or looking to upgrade from the flux core gasless MIG welding, then this might be the machine for you. And if you decide to order, make sure to use this discount code, Artfully Rogue, for a 10% off your entire purchase. So you don't have to purchase the welder to get the 10% off. You can purchase wire, you can purchase gloves or a helmet. You can get 10% off with the Artfully Rogue discount code.
Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. It's greatly appreciated. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so now. And if you'd like to get notified when my videos come out, hit that bell icon. And I'd love to hear your comments. I try to get to every single one of them. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my Patreon supporters, Barry and Marlene Rush, Judy Clothier, Funkiss Artistic Creations. See you in the next video.